Alright guys, game number one in our semi-final and our first one at the Gfinity Cup. Starting to the top right we have Golden, and starting to the bottom left we have JJakji. And to me it's really funny right now because one of the best things is like every single time you start like a live stream, like this is obviously a live stream recording if you're currently watching it on YouTube. Every time you do that, you just at the beginning of the game you go through the same motions. Like you have to press all these hotkey combinations to set up your overlays and to get everything going. And at this point right now, most of the StarCraft 2 overlays, they are so sophisticated that you have a lot of commands. I actually have a list in front of me where I wrote everything down every time I have a new overlay. Because it's like you have to press like Control Shift something, Alt Shift Control this, and it's not a problem or anything. I mean, you have to come up with some kind of hotkeys to really make that work. But this is always funny. For the first like 10 seconds before you kind of start the recording, so to speak, you just sit there and you press keys and you like see everything unfold in front of you. So yeah, it kind of gets a little bit hilarious sometimes. But focusing on the game here, I mean, we have a pretty sick Terran versus Zerg. I would definitely give the edge to JJakji here, just in general. I mean, that guy is so accomplished these days, and he's definitely on a roll. It's so just awesome to see JJakji not only back on track, but just in such high spirits. I came to Korea, I think I'm actually not 100% sure, but I think the GSL finals back then between JJakji and Lenog were the first ones that I was in Korea for. That was back in 2011. And it was absolutely incredible to see JJakji play because it was just so fun. You know, we went through that tournament back then, and everybody just like was looking at Lenog, and Lenog was playing like a monster. He was playing like a boss. This guy was so good. He defeated the strongest players that we had in the GSL back then, and it was incredible to watch him. And when JJakji was able to win a semi-final, everybody just looked at the pairing and was like, "Oh my God, this is gonna be so boring. Lenog is gonna crush that guy. He's gonna 4-0 him easy." And then we had this epic final between JJakji and Lenog, and JJakji in the end was able to win it, and everybody was just speechless, was watching it, and was like, wow, how is this guy so good? And then everybody expected JJakji to just do great things in the future, and suddenly he completely fell off. I mean, he dropped out of Code S, he dropped down Code A and Code B, and he kind of disappeared from the face of the earth. He was still playing for his team, for NS Hosa back then in the GSTL, and did a lot there, but he was nowhere near where people thought he would be. And now with NS Hosa gone and him joining a foreign team and really moving abroad and focusing, finding his stride again, it's just so awesome to see him back in this because he is an amazing guy. Like, I did an interview with him at Code A at some point. If you're looking at the YouTube channel right now at Khaldor TV on YouTube, you can find that interview. It's a bit of an older interview, but it just shows how awesome that guy actually is. Like, he is absolutely incredible. So, a pretty cool kid, and it's just so awesome to see him like back in good shape. Golden, on the other hand, he is also a huge community favorite. He is one of those players that we have seen playing in the US. He's been living there for quite some time. He's currently actually in Germany, which is pretty amazing in itself, and is streaming sometimes as well. The guy is very talented, very good, speaks really good English, and that especially shows when he sometimes even casts in English. Happens very rarely these days, as far as I know, but still, he does it every now and then. So it's actually something that's pretty cool, because most Koreans don't really focus that much on their English skills. There are only very few that do that. You can probably around 10 of them if you look at the top players at least. So Golden against JJakji is going to be a great game here. Both of them already had a couple of tough matches so far. Not quite sure why that Queen got angry at another one. A little bit of bitch fighting going on there. A little bit of a cat fight. Meow. Not quite as sexy. I mean, maybe sexy for an Overlord, I don't know. But yeah, in human terms, I don't think it's that thing. It's a little bit like mud wrestling. You have the creep already there, and the two queens are going at each other. Pictures in my head, guys. Pictures in my head. Right now we have the third base for Golden already being built, and we're looking at Frost right now, so this is a pretty big map. I mean, JJakji already kind of identified where his opponent spawns. He knows, okay, it's the top right. So at this point, it's going to be just about the rest for JJakji, trying to do a little bit of damage, and he went into a Banshee build with Glow. So we're going to find out how exactly or how much this is actually going to do for JJakji, if he can actually do some damage with that. Golden will have to defend his main base in particular, depending on what kind of angle those Banshees use. But the problem is, if you have three bases already just bouncing between them, this is going to be pretty easy. By the way, sorry for the hoarse voice, guys. I'm having a little bit of a problem with my throat. I was sick for the last 3 days, had a big fever, and still not 100% recovered, so I'm currently just trying to cast the tournament anyways. So, hope you can bear with me for now. Gives me that manly beer voice. I feel like the scratchy thing. I should probably just like go to a bar after this and like, talk to a few girls. We have speed coming up for gold now, but we don't have it just yet. That base, on the other hand, is already done. The good thing is it isn't saturated. That's, of course, on purpose. Golden just looking at this and is like, yeah, the drones over there would die right away. So at this point, we should probably just stick with the queens and wait a little bit longer until I have more units that can actually deal with that. And, well, Cloak is about to be done for JJakji at the bottom left. Doesn't have too many banishes in the game, but we have him with more tech starter as double engineering bay enters the picture. Something that Golden has in form of his 2 evolution chambers, and his upgrades have already started. Those Hellions still looking for a bit of a win here. Need to be a bit careful. That Banshee coming in from a different angle, trying to go for a bit of a sandwich position here, but at this point, Banshee needs to be careful. There's already detection there with that Spore Crawler, but the Hellions are still doing damage. As long as you can keep those queens low, that's going to be pretty good for you. Right now, only 1 Hellion lost and only 1 SCV. That was the early SCV. Killed a couple of Zerglings and also 4 drones. It's a pretty good win here that we see for JJakji. That's actually not too bad. Not bad at all. So, well done, well played. And Golden is trying to be aggressive right now. But that is not gonna work too well. That's a lot of Hellions, but how many of those can you actually save? Kills a few more Lings there. He's doing a really good job. Like, JJakji, that is. Golden, yes, he took down the Hellions, but he lost a lot for that. 30 Zerglings, that is. If you just look at the... oh, lift those depots! Okay. Maybe he wanted to trap him there. Doesn't really have a lot to trap him. So I kind of doubt that a little bit. But on the other hand, to be fair, there weren't too many Zerglings left either. So, yeah. Not quite sure if that was a move on purpose. I kind of doubt it a little bit. I think it was probably more busy with those Banshees doing some damage at the top. 5 kills on one of them. Corporal Banshee. Yeah. Now, the Banshees are going to be a bit of a pain. They can just bounce between the bases, and that's something where might lose a queen if he doesn't pay attention. Oh, wow! What? Come on, Gold, you're better than that. That was a bit obvious. Nice kill by JJakji. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was an opportunity that he saw and he took it. But Golden, I actually saw him click that queen, so I saw like, alright, he's gonna move it back any second now. But apparently not the case. 3 bases now for both of them, and the Zerg player, on the other hand, with really good creep spread. I mean, Golden with his mechanics doing a lot here right now. He's pushing that back already. The creep forward, I mean. So, doing a great job with that, and that Ling attack at that 3rd base with a perfect timing. The bunker just not done. Forcing a lift-off, taking down SCVs. Really nice job here by Golden. So, sees an opportunity, takes it, still defending against the Banshees, of course. And there's a double drop. But, well, I'm not quite sure what those things are going to do there. Still taking down a couple of SCVs now, but attacking the Marines is going to be a bit iffy with those Medivacs as support, especially since there are also Widow Mines. The Banshee's also helping out there. And now we have the rest of the army moving in, and that's a lot of Marines with Stim. And quite a few Zerglings, but not as many as he thought he might have. Yeah, that's a double Medivac that we see. And that's a pretty decent trade for JJakji so far. JJakji doing a lot here. A quick pause by Golden, but that gives us an opportunity to really look at this real quick. I mean, if you look at the resources lost right now, we have JJakji in a much better position. He's very active on the map. He has the double Banshees that can pose a threat to Golden. We also have him in a position where he has the double Medivac here going, and he's doing a lot with those Marines. He was taking out creep tumors, he was engaging with the Zerglings, doing a lot of damage there. Still active in the main base right now, and just making sure that Golden has to send units from the low ground onto the high ground the entire time. So he can just use the mobility that he has. And that's something that only will disappear once that we have that Spire in the game. And the Spire isn't there just yet. And we have even a second force coming in. So we have right now not only this army moving in, we have the second one in the main base, and he's just everywhere. That is like one of the big strengths of JJakji is multitasking. He's doing so much. And Golden is doing whatever he can. I mean, he's in a position where he's really defending. He's even has a spine crawler in his main base, and I love that. It's something that so few Zerg players really do. And if you realize that your opponent is strong with the multitasking, you have to do that. You have to prepare, and that's exactly what he's doing. Look at those two Banshees. 27 kills, 23 kills. They are crazy strong. He's losing one of them. Might even lose the second one. I don't think he realizes they are still there. No, he wants to get another kill and then he moves out. But at this point, look at the workers killed. 14 against 6, good for JJakji here. 3 bases against 3 still. If you look at the overall units killed, we have like 137 Zerglings already gone. So very, very well done here. And resources lost tab, of course, shows once again. Nice buffer here for Golden. And for JJakji. JJakji moves in again. Golden really struggling to keep that creep alive. I was complimenting him earlier for having such a great creep spread. And it definitely helps him. But he needs to rebuild that. And that's so difficult with JJakji applying this much pressure. JJakji is just pushing in, taking down creep tumors, doing whatever he can. Banelings, on the other hand, could change that immediately. And with the Mutalisks now in the picture, the Medivacs have to be a little bit more careful. Once more, a bit of an attack in the main base here, just taking down more Zerglings. And this is JJakji just with that multitasking I was talking about earlier. If you look at the upgrades, we have the 2-2 already done for Golden. So he is in the lead since JJakji only has a 1-1. But the 2-2 is on the way for JJakji. And think about how currently JJakji is the one who's really initiating those engagements, who's really forcing a reaction out of Golden. If they are on even upgrades, it becomes much more difficult for Golden to really just punch back against this. Golden is trying behind this to get a 4th base, and he's under so much pressure, it's difficult for him to really do that, but he's still trying. And JJakji is suddenly going into a Blue Flame upgrade, because he realizes how Ling heavy Golden currently is playing this game. And with Blue Flame Hellbats, well, those Lings are not gonna have a good time, and he knows that. In the main base, we should see missile turrets. It's the one thing that I find a little bit strange. He's currently only relying on the Thor that he's building. I don't think he has one just yet. It doesn't really look like there are Thors in the game. He's building them now, but that leaves his main base open a little bit to those Mutalisks that are going to move in now. 4 Marines are not gonna save that. I mean, the Thor is gonna be nice, but if the Thor doesn't have repair, he might actually just lose it. Ha! Golden, on the other hand, not even going for the main base. There are not too many units there. He's just now trying to build a few missile turrets. So that's definitely something where Golden could have done a bit of damage, but of course he doesn't know about it. But whoa! Banelings in the perfect moment in time. Move in, take down a couple of those SCVs, but the problem is I didn't even get to show that anymore. That JJakji was moving in again at the... I'm actually going to show you for a second. We had like JJakji moving in with 2 forces, again, one in the main base as he did before, and one here, and Golden just realized, well, if I can't do the counter damage, then I'm gonna lose the game, and that's the case here. So JJakji takes a 1-0 lead, and Golden has to win 2 in a row to advance to the finals.